very big thank you to Pennsylvania. We love Pennsylvania. And as I was saying,
former President Trump picking up right where he left off as he rallied thousands in Butler, Pennsylvania yesterday, less than 3 months after the first assassination attempt on his life. Former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy joins us now. Kevin, we were talking just a little bit as we were walking up here, and you said this moment was more than political. What do you mean?
It wasn't really a political rally. It meant so much more. Honor the family, Corey, who lost his life, and those who were shot. But to finish the job, nothing symbolizes more this man, Donald Trump. He is more resilient than anyone I've ever met. It symbolizes the nation. You couldn't leave this with this community that was the last instance. When the president says, as I was saying, what he's saying is, I'm finishing the speech. I'm going to finish my job. I got one more term. I'm going to do the very best for this nation, and I'll never give up on it. And to the crowd that was there, you know, I remember talking to the president the day after the shooting, and he was telling me how he could hear the bullet, right? But what dawned on me when you watched the assassination attempt, no one ran.
Right.
Nobody ran. And the defiance when they stood up that they were going to fight for the nation, I think it was more of a symbol for the entire nation to heal. I'm back. We're going to honor those who were shot, and we're not going to give up on you.
You know, that's what was so remarkable. We had Pete, you know, on the ground that morning, and so many of the people that he interviewed had been at the rally the last time. So it was a pilgrimage. It was, as you say, we're going to finish this rally the right way. And you're right, the crowd was part of the story. The fact that there wasn't a stampede, the fact that they were as brave as the president, and they were, in that moment, more concerned for the lives of each other and the president than their own. And then, of course, as you said, Corey, you know, throwing his body over his family's. I love that. I think there were some other gestures that we keep talking about it. You know, Ave Maria at a political rally. I still can't believe it. All my kids know that's, you know, if I die, that's going to be at my funeral for sure.
President Trump loves that song, too.
I know he loves that song, but that song speaks to Catholics, which is an important constituency. Talk to me really quickly about Pennsylvania, because I want to get to leadership, but I do want you to talk about
I would tell you, it all
Pennsylvania.
comes down to 3 states: Pennsylvania, Georgia, and North Carolina. If the President Trump just carries what he carried last time, picks up Georgia and Pennsylvania, he's over the 270. He wins the presidency. And I will tell you, you really want to look at the environment in which you run. There was an interesting poll. Everybody takes a poll who you're voting for, but Gallup had one last week. Not who you vote for, who do you identify with? And for the first time, more Americans identify with Republicans. And secondly, they asked us another question. Who's best to solve the problems America has? Republicans won there, too. So I think this could be a very good election, but a lot hinges on Pennsylvania.
Well, you mentioned North Carolina, and there's a lot of mistakes being done by this administration in North Carolina.
But it's hurting lives.
It's hurting lives, and I think they're going to pay the price for that.
You know, politics aside, when you're in leadership and a devastation happens, it really shows the character of who you are and your own leadership abilities to handle any other problem. What they have done during this time, and I've spoken to so many, to North Carolina, into South Carolina, and you find it into Georgia, it's devastating. They're still looking for bodies today. And that's in America more than a week later. They don't have electricity. They don't have water. Right. The challenge you go through a family in the 21st century in America.
Yeah, I think people are across the country are outraged. Kevin McCarthy, thanks for coming in studio. We love having you here. All right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.